All you gotta do is provide ID. You say, did you buy this property or you work for a company?
I'm working right now, and you guys are wasting my time.
Well, you're wasting our time.
So I mean, you guys got me detained. I'm just gonna sit here and wait for you to do your investigation.
Oh, cool. I think you left your car on, brother.
No, my car's off.
Oh, the dash is blinking stuff. Does it just do that all day?
It does.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Lieutenant Sullivan, Police Department. What's your name?
Cool. I'm Justin. Nice to meet you, man.
Did you have some idea I can say?
No, sir. I don't.
No idea. Arkansas is one of the 15 ID states. So if Biden.
There is no way you believe that. All right. Since you're starting off this way, do you have somewhere higher than you? Because I promise you that's not correct, and you're going to get your whole town into a lawsuit. And I don't want to go that way. I've been having a great day. You don't want to go that way either.
But if you just tell me your name.
I'm not telling you my name. I'll tell you my first name, and we're stopping there, and I'm not answering any more questions.
In today's video, a citizen stands his ground to protect his rights in Arkansas, one of the states that require ID checks. When asked to show identification, he boldly challenges the officers, even the sheriff. This confrontation is not just a legal battle, but also an opportunity to educate about constitutional rights and freedom of speech. Who will come out on top in this showdown?
Questions. If you want to ID me unlawfully, you're going to lose your job and your qualified immunity.
Can I ask you what you're doing?
I'm working on a story.
For who you with?
I'm an independent journalist. What's your name?
Solomon, Lieutenant Solomon.
Solomon?
Yes, sir.
Do not think. There is no such thing as a stop and ID state. There's no such thing. That is a term.
Okay.
That is a...
Let me explain something to you. Can I explain something?
I'll listen to you. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. This day and time, there's all sorts of things going on.
This day and time is a terrible thing because we're in one of the most safest times to date in world history. Tell me a safer time in world history than right now.
Okay.
So don't say in this day and time, because cops always say that and it's stupid.
Okay.
You can start over though if you want to.
Let me just put it like this.
Yep.
You know, if we see somebody looking at our police cars,
come talk to me, sure. But don't threaten to arrest me if I don't give you my ID.
I didn't threaten to arrest
you. just did, brother.
No, I just said Arkansas is one of the 15 ID states.
That's not correct.
A demand or request.
Nope, that's not correct.
Provide some identified
Get a lawyer out here. If you think that's true, you need to look into it because you're going to get yourself in trouble. That is not true. And I'm 1,000% positive, and I can show you case law and Supreme Court rulings and everything. 100%.
More or less, we're just concerned about what you're doing.
Well, do not think that you can just stop and ID anyone you want. You're going to get yourself in trouble, and you're non-constitutional. You are unconstitutional.
Well, with what's going on, I mean, it's
you are no. If you think you can do that, you don't believe in the Fourth Amendment. If you think you can do that, do you know what the Fourth Amendment is, sir? What is it?
You know, if we say
what's the Fourth Amendment? No. This is important to everybody that you know the Fourth Amendment. What is it?
Sure, I know it.
So what is it? What is it?
The right of freedom.
No way you just said that. No, that's the First Amendment.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. The First Amendment.
No, the First Amendment. Bro, what's the Fourth Amendment?
Okay. All right. Just.
Oh my God, dude! And you're a lieutenant? Is your chief here?
No, he's off.
We need someone to teach you what the Fourth Amendment is. What is it?
My question is.
What is What's the 5 elements of the First Amendment? There's 5 elements.
We just had some.
There's 5 elements of the First Amendment.
Questions for you.
No, I have some concerns and questions for you. There's 5 elements of the First Amendment. What are they?
Well, I'm going to go ahead and...
What are they, sir? What's the Fourth Amendment? You don't know any of it.
If you don't
you need to go study the Constitution, and until you do, don't say a word to me, please. Go back inside, look up the Constitution, and read those rights and learn them. Memorize them, then come out. Other than that, you don't know what you're doing or what you're talking about, and you don't need to be a lieutenant. And I'm sorry I'm getting mad, but that is ridiculous. You should be ashamed of yourself for not knowing the first or the fourth. Walk of shame right there, and it's deserved.
Hello, sir. How are you?
What's up, guys?
Good.
All right, I can come in now. They weren't letting me in a minute ago. You know, that's a lawsuit if I wanted to. I don't want to. I'm literally just trying to have a pleasant time here in Clinton. That's it. But here we have... what's your name, sir?
I'm Sheriff Eric.
Oh, you're the sheriff.
Yeah.
Awesome. Nice to meet you, sir. I'm Justin.
Good mix, Justin.
So why'd they send the sheriff down here for a guy with a camera?
Nobody sent the sheriff.
We
all monitor the radio traffic.
Hey, dude. Hey, hold on. Before you lie on camera.
If we get a call over the radio.
No, I heard them call the sheriff down here. I heard them I have them on video calling the sheriff down here.
Anyway.
Uh-oh, they're sending the sheriff out here. So now you're lying on camera. So now I don't even want to talk to you either, dude.
If we get a call, we're
Just be real. Just be a real person for 2 seconds. Why can no one just be a real person in
You're
here?
a real person.
I am.
Yeah, you're in here causing a problem.
No, I'm exercising my rights.
Yeah, but if it becomes disorderly,
I told you my name's Justin like 6 times, bro.
I have a right to ask you last
Okay.
You can ask, and I don't have to tell you.
Okay.
You have to have reasonable, or you have to have.
That's why.
No, you're not. You have to have reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime.
You're on private property looking at people.
Again, if you cause
No,
a
this is
disturbance,
public. This is public
if
property.
you cause a disturbance,
This is
then you
public
can't be
property.
charged with disorderly conduct.
Were you parking your cop cars back there?
As long as
Then
you're
it's public.
As
It's
long
public.
as you're civil, there's not a problem.
I'm civil, brother.
That's what I'm saying. But if it did become disorderly, then you could be charged with disorderly conduct.
Yeah.
But until then,
Don't-
as long as you're
You
civil,
were also looking at private
everything's
things
good.
back there too, because
I can look at anything I can see from public. You can't trespass my eyes.
It's private property back
That's public.
there.
If you park your cars back there, that's public.
The other cars are not
And
public.
even if it was private, I have to be trespassed before I've committed a crime. So no one in here knows what the hell they're talking about. It's getting crazy. He said that he can make me ID just because he wants to. That is mind blowing that he thinks that.
Because
He doesn't know what the he
don't
didn't,
know what you're doing.
I asked him what the Fourth Amendment was, and he says freedom. That's not. That's embarrassing, dude.
Searches and seizures. We know what it is.
You had to go look it up after. Well, okay. What's the 5 elements of the First Amendment?
If you state your last name,
What's the
we have
five?
a right to ask your full name.
Elements? Give me 2 of them.
Okay.
We have a right to ask your full name.
Give me 2. You can ask all day, and I can tell you no.
Well, just like you said, he had to go look it up. You can sit down in your car and look up every.
Dude, I know them by heart.
That doesn't matter. It's not required
No.
by law for anybody to know it.
It is required by law. Do you and you all sign?
That's where you're wrong.
No.
When you go to the academy, the only thing you're required to do is
Brother.
to read it. Become
Did you?
familiar with it,
All right, I'm about to own
know
you.
where you can
Get ready,
look up
brother.
the laws.
Get ready.
You get ready.
You
get ready.
You swore an oath to the Constitution when you were signed in, and I could find that on video, I bet. So you swore an oath to the Constitution.
Okay, so you were there.
No,
Now you're lying.
but that is what
See, you
all
just
police
lied.
do.
You're telling us we're lying.
No,
you're lying.
it is required.
You're
If you
looking
didn't,
into the right because you don't know. You're making
dude,
it up.
you listen.
So you
didn't swear an oath. So you didn't swear an oth.
I can tell you you're being.
You can call me whatever you want.
See,
it doesn't hurt my feelings like it does yours.
You're being. It's not hurting my feelings.
It obviously is.
I've been doing it for 20 years.
So you did not.
People have called me.
So
for work.
answer me this:
I don't have to answer you.
Did you sign
That's
it?
where
Did
you're
you
wrong.
swear an oath to the Constitution?
That's where you're wrong.
He
I
says he
don't have to
didn't.
answer
So you did. This sheriff, he does not believe in the Constitution, and he did not swear an oath
That's
to it.
what you believe.
You're gonna have to get out.
If you continue,
Yes, ma'am.
It becomes
Yes, ma'am.
disorderly. I explained to you
Yeah.
at that point it would be a disorderly conduct.
Dude, chill out. You're stupid.
Okay, you call me stupid. I call you stupid.
You don't even know that you swore an oath to the Constitution.
No, I'm not answering
You
you.
walk
That's what I'm
around
doing.
thinking that you have no duty to the Constitution.
The people, the residents
The
of Van Buren
Constitution.
County. Do you live
The
in Van Buren
Constitution.
County?
The
Do you live here
Constitution.
in Van Buren County?
No, I don't.
Then I don't answer to you. Have a good day, sir.
Do you get state taxes? Do you
Have a
get
good
federal
day,
taxes?
sir.
Do you get state and federal taxes?
Have a good day, sir.
So you don't know shit, brother.
Have a good day, sir.
You guys don't know anything here. You don't
Have a
get.
good day,
No, you
sir.
can't. That's freedom of speech. That is.
Have a good
That's
day,
freedom of speech. You don't know the Constitution.
You obviously
What's
don't
freedom
know
of
the
speech
statute
mean?
Of disorderly conduct. If you incite a riot,
If you
incite a riot,
what
which
riot am I
includes-
inciting?
Which includes any
Freedom
more,
of speech,
any
brother.
more than 2 or 3 people.
Freedom
in one
of speech.
location, Then you are.
You guys are the making the riot, then not me. I'm by myself.
Making a riot. You're the one.
I'm by
calling people
myself.
Stupid and dumb, and you're the one that's.
You guys are the ones that are supposed to know the Constitution, and I know it 10 times more than you.
That's fine.
You guys don't know anything about
My
it.
daughter's in
Your
college.
whole
She
job,
knows it.
your whole job is to uphold the Constitution.
Our whole job is to uphold the
The
state laws that are in
Constitution.
the statute.
Nope. What's more important than state laws? Federal laws.
Federal law doesn't supersede
It
state
absolutely.
law.
No way.
That's
You just
where
said
you're
that.
wrong.
No. Yes, it
That's
does.
Where you're wrong.
Yes, it does. I promise
You're
you.
wrong.
If the
We
Supreme
have to
Court
enforce
if the Supreme
state
Court
laws.
says Arkansas state law is
City and
wrong,
state
then
laws.
it's wrong and over with. Arkansas doesn't get to say, well, we get to do whatever we
Arkansas
want.
Constitution.
You're embarrassing yourself on the internet.
No, I'm not.
You are.
No, I'm not. You're embarrassing
Say your name
yourself
again.
because you came
If
here-
you don't think you're embarrassing
you
yourself,
came
what's
here-
your name?
I won't say my name until you say yours. I already said it.
I already
once.
said it.
No, you didn't. You didn't give us your full name.
I don't have
told
to.
you my full name and who I work
Yeah,
for.
because that's your job to. It's not mine. I'm a private citizen. You
That's
are
right.
not.
But you're
You're the
requesting-
government. You are the government. Right now, I'm the people. Listen to me.
You request my name.
I'm the
request
people.
yours.
You're the government right now, and I'm the people. And this is what the government's doing.
Now. Show me the law right now that says that I have to give you my name.
That's in your policy.
And who I am.
That's in your policy.
I'm asking you.
Give me 2 minutes and I could look it up.
We wrote the policy. It's our policy.
And then you should know it, dude.
Because you're obviously passionate about what you're doing.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
I know what I'm doing.
That's
You
wonderful.
do not know what you're doing. You're embarrassing your entire county.
I do know what I'm doing.
You're embarrassing your county, and you're not going to get reelected now.
Sit down and try to
You're going to be screwed.
out of the Constitution specific things.
Dude,
that
it's not even pick out.
somebody
It's
says.
fucking blatant.
No,
it's
not.
blatant.
No,
It's
it's
First
not.
Amendment right.
No, it's not.
What are the 5 elements of
it's
the First
not.
Amendment?
No,
You don't
it's
know
not.
it. You should be proud to say it regardless of whatever I said
If
before.
you want to set up an
You should be
interview
proud
with
to
me,
say
you
it.
come by my office
You should be
anytime.
I'm not talking to you, dude.
I'm not confronting you out in public and you trying to somehow attack me or
I wasn't.
or
He came out trying to attack me. You were called because of me, and I have it on film that you were.
Okay, nobody called
He
me.
walked in and said,
You
"Call the
realize-
sheriff."
You talk about somebody being dumb. You
Or
realize
the lady
that
did. The lady
radio is
did.
on for
I have it on
police
film, dude.
department.
I have it on film.
So you don't want me to say this because it's going to make you look dumb.
Say whatever you want. Go ahead.
Okay, you realize
I'm
that
not to
when a
embarrass
radio
you.
is on, that a radio's on. If any officer hears,
That's not what happened.
It doesn't matter.
I have it on film, dude.
You could have 6
What do
people
you not
come
get
down
about I have it on film?
Dude, 6 people were
What?
not dispatched down here. It just went across the radio.
No.
And we always
Yeah, the
go
lady-
and back up any call.
Dude, okay, he walks in crying about what I said to him. Then that lady immediately says, "Call the sheriff down here," and I have it all on film.
You are specifically saying the sheriff was called down here. My phone didn't ring. And no
Okay,
one called me on
so
the
they did
radio.
it over the radio.
There you go. It's a open
They called you
broadcasting.
down over the radio.
I specifically, when I took off.
So did they call you down over the radio? So did they call you down? So did they say, "Call the sheriff down here"?
No.
So did they say, "You're causing a
Nobody
riot"?
said.
You're,
Nobody
that's
said.
disorderly. Can you arrest him? He's
You're
yelling.
a smart aleck. You're a smart
You're
aleck.
embarrassing yourself, dude.
You are embarrassing yourself.
I heard them do it, dude. I heard them do it.
See,
It's
you're
on
wrong.
video.
See, you're totally wrong. You didn't even know what you're talking
They said,
about. You
"Call
just
the sheriff
lied.
down
You're
here."
embarrassing yourself.
It's on video. I'm not
It
lying.
is on video.
Video don't lie.
It's a recording.
Video
That time
don't
we were
lie.
dispatched,
Dude,
and neither does that.
Walk away. You're embarrassing yourself.
You're ridiculous.
Everything you say is wrong. I have it on
so
camera.
embarrassing yourself.
You're stupid, dude.
You're stupid.
All you can do, okay, whenever you start repeating, that means you have nothing left to say and you're embarrassing
it means
yourself.
that you keep repeating everything you said just 5 seconds ago because you have
All right,
nothing
dude.
new.
So in that case,
And every time
you're
I
dismissed.
explain to you what you're saying-
dismissed. How about that? You're dismissed. How about that?
Thank you for dismissing me.
You're welcome. I'll see you later.
Maybe I will if you come see me.
God,
come
I
visit
hope
me.
so. Because you're content. You're nothing
You're
but
so
content.
welcome to come visit my office anytime.
I'll be
you
up there in a little bit. How about that?
That is wonderful.
Before you close today, I'll see you up there.
I made the sheriff's office.
Give everybody a
open
warning.
door. Yes.
Yeah, not unlike the police station. It's not open door. They locked it on me. So you're just proving how they were wrong for locking the door.
If there's a woman here by herself,
She's not. There's like 4 cops in there, dude. You're making shit up as you go. You're dismissed. Go back to your freaking office.
you're officially dismissed. Well, I'm not requiring you to be here. You're free to go at
I'm
any
free to
time,
stay too.
just like I am.
Cool. You want to have a standoff?
No, but I'll shake your hand and say thank you for coming by.
No, I would have earlier, but not anymore.
You
No.
did right there at the door.
Yeah, no, I did earlier, but you lost that respect that
The
I
reason
had.
you don't like me right now and you're upset with me is because I'm standing here and
No,
talking to you civilly.
Now
and
you're
what
making.
doing is
You're.
lying
You know what
and saying
assuming does.
You're being disorderly.
You know what assuming does, right?
See, that's childish.
You know what assuming does, right?
You right now have a 5-year-old's
No,
attitude
you're
of being
assuming.
a child.
Says the guy that was just repeating everything I would say. Says the guy that was repeating everything I
would say in my
said.
experience in 25 years,
Dude,
I've
you're
dealt
dumb
with
as hell.
somebody that's
This is-
probably mental unstable.
I've never
mentally
met a cop
unstable.
so childish in my life, and
You're
I have
being childish.
I have hundreds of
I'm treating you
videos.
with the same respect and level of education.
This is
that you're
ridiculous.
treating me.
Y'all should be embarrassed right now, dude. Go back to your office. You're dismissed.
Again,
Go back to your
I
office. You're
serve the people
dismissed.
of Ameren County.
Listen.
If you don't live
You,
here,
one
I
thing
have
you
no
need to go
reason to
home
sit
knowing
down
is
and
you
have a
serve the
discussion with you.
Constitution, and the Constitution serves the people. You serve the Constitution.
So you come here from out of town and you go town to town and you try to do some type of a constitutional audit just to try to engage police officers. Is that what you're doing? Because you're bored.
Is that what it
You've
is?
got nothing better to do.
More assuming. More assuming.
You're
free to go.
You're a free.
You're free to
person
go.
in
You are not
America
detained. You're free to go.
You're not detained.
You're not detained.
You're not detained.
I know I'm not, because I know the law.
I know I'm not, because I know the law.
And there he goes, being a 5-year-old again.
Yep. This is not a service.
Yes, it is.
No, it's embarrassing.
I get thanked every single day, dude.
Genuine people that actually believe in our Constitution, it embarrasses.
You don't even know what the Constitution is to believe in it.
You don't know.
You think Arkansas law supersedes the Constitution. Get out of my face if you think that. You think Arkansas law supersedes it? Do you think Arkansas law supersedes it? Answer the question, yes or no. Do you think Arkansas law supersedes the Constitution, Maddox? Maddox, do you think that Arkansas law supersedes the Constitution? That should be an easy question. You should be proud to say hell no. You should be proud to say hell freaking no, it doesn't. The Constitution is all. The Constitution is all. Nothing is over the Constitution.
So you think because a federal agent comes here and says that I'm supposed to take somebody's weapons away, that I'm supposed to enforce that because that's federal?
Does that say that in the Constitution?
Absolutely
I'm
not.
saying the Constitution.
Absolutely not.
The
State of Arkansas
Constitution
says we are a right
Bro.
to open carry.
Okay,
and
if
I
it
will
ever
stand behind that
if it ever
100%,
comes to that,
and that's Arkansas Constitution.
all right. You just heard.
So you tell me which one supersedes.
All right.
So you were wrong.
Hold on a second.
No, you were wrong, and you won't admit it.
I'm not wrong. I'm about to give you. I'm trying to give you some credit.
incorrect.
If you'll stop talking for 2 seconds, I'm about to give you some credit, bro. But you are wrong. But I'm gonna explain it.
I disagree.
I am not saying anything that the government says supersedes anything you say. I am saying the Constitution.
It
Now,
sounds to me like you
stop
believe
over talking to me for 2
in the-
seconds,
in the
dude.
Constitution.
Let me just finish my sentence. This is annoying as hell. Let me finish my
I
sentence.
apologize for getting under your skin.
Let me finish my sentence.
But when I made a
Can you
valid
not talk for
point-
2 seconds?
when I make a valid
Good Lord.
point,
No, you
won't.
don't. I'm
No,
trying to tell you that you don't.
Get angry.
God damn, dude, you're so dumb.
See what I mean?
The Constitution has nothing to do.
My point.
The Constitution says that the government can never take our guns away. So when I say the Constitution, I'm not talking about some new law of government passed. I'm saying the Constitution that gives me the Second Amendment right.
That's right.
So what I'm about to give you credit for is thank you for standing up for my Second Amendment right, even if some tyrannical government that might be federal tries to take them away, and you're going to stop them and you're not going to take them away from me. Now I give some more respect to you for that, regardless of anything you've been wrong about before. But I was not saying the government supersedes Arkansas state law. I was saying the Constitution does, and the Constitution has a Second Amendment. So you were wrong by saying, well, what if a federal agent? That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Constitution, not some federal agent. So you're just reaching for some way to win, and you have no idea what you're even talking about. The Second Amendment is the Constitution.
You did because
I have public servants here that don't know what they're talking about.
When you lose ground, on a
Public
discussion
servants
or an
don't know what.
argument,
Dude,
get angry.
you can't stop interrupting anybody. You're a
You just
disgrace.
spoke for 5 minutes straight.
You wouldn't let me get a whole sentence out without talking over me this whole time.
Which has nothing to do with the Constitution. It just means
It absolutely
that you are
does.
getting pissed off because
Because you
you're not
don't know
getting the
it.
word in.
Because you don't know it.
No,
You think I'm wrong because I'm saying the Constitution is. You think I'm wrong by saying the Constitution supersedes Arkansas state law. That is mind blowing, and it does piss
I
me
said
off.
Arkansas Constitution. I did not say Arkansas.
So, okay.
So you can record your video and you can play
Same
that
thing.
back.
Say it for
I
me.
said the Arkansas Constitution
Supersedes.
is what I said.
You think?
You just lied when you said
No.
I said Arkansas law. You just lied.
I think you said law, but I'll just agree to. I'll agree to
You need to take
disagree.
the time and review
Listen,
your-
I'll agree to disagree. You said Constitution. Fine. That's still wrong, brother. That's still wrong. Arkansas Constitution does not supersede the Constitution of the United States. It does not. Please say it for the camera that it does, because I'd love to have that on camera.
Hit for the camera.
Say Arkansas law.
Got you there. Why are you smiling? Dude, you're smiling.
Because that was kind of funny.
You're almost laughing.
Because that was kind of funny.
I know, but
you're 5 years old, dude.
I
You're
know,
5 years
I'm
old.
dealing with a 5-year-old. So I
This
bring
is your
myself
boss,
down to that
Maddox.
level.
Your boss.
I bring myself down to
He is.
your level.
I can see it on his face. He's embarrassed for who he's working for
You
right now.
admitted to me that you were.
I can see it on Maddox's face, dude.
So you're here doing a constitutional audit because
Dude,
you're bored.
It's not more time on my hands. I don't have 2 seconds of spare time. Any
Just
spare
like
time
me.
I have,
You
I
think
do something.
Enjoyed coming down here just because I overheard.
Then go back to your office, bro. I've dismissed you 12 times.
I dismissed you the same amount of times.
You can't dismiss me.
I did. I said you're free
Can't
to
do
go.
it.
You
Can't
were
do
never
it.
being detained.
Can't do it.
You were never detained.
You can't dismiss me. I'm undismissible. That's my middle name. So now you got 2 my names. Justin,
Mine's
undismissible.
Lee. Mine's Lee.
Hell yeah.
Like Robert E. Lee. I want to explain something to you. You do realize that I wasn't called on the radio. I overheard the radio and I came down here. But here's
All right.
what you don't understand.
I'll believe whatever you say, sure.
But wait, I'm just trying to explain this to you. I came down here to
You're just trying to
ensure-
start an argument, dude.
No, I came
This
down
was stuff
here
from the
to
past that you
ensure
just keep
that
bringing
this
up.
was a peaceful conversation.
Okay,
That's why
all
I'm
right.
here.
So I'm gonna believe everything you just said. Now you're gonna believe everything I just said. I have on camera him going in there and saying there's a guy outside with a camera, and then her yelling, "Call the sheriff down here!" And I have it on camera.
But just because she says call the sheriff down here, that doesn't mean
All right.
dispatch received a call that says send. the
Coincidentally,
sheriff down.
5 minutes later, the sheriff's here. Just coincidentally.
It's less than 5 minutes to the sheriff's office. I told you the radio
Perfect.
was on.
So perfect
and I
timing.
overheard-
So 5 minutes after she says, "Call the sheriff down here," the sheriff's down here.
Overheard them say they're having a disturbance at the city police department.
Interesting. Man, you're not a very good detective.
I don't have to be. I just
Yeah,
explained to
I
you
can
what
see that.
overheard on
I
the
can see that.
radio. Okay.
I can see that. So you heard over the radio a man with a camera,
A
and you
disturbance
said
at-
drop
You're
everything.
saying a man. I said a disturbance at the.
Where's the
police
disturbance? I'm standing in a
department. I
public
don't
parking
know.
lot.
I take. a
So you
call and
agree
I
there is
show
no
up.
disturbance?
I just.
So you agree they lied
I just
on the
said-
radio?
I said I came here.
Aha!
to
So you agree they lied on the radio then?
I won't agree with you.
There's no-
unless
there's no
something
disturbance?
aggressive. But I did come down here to ensure that this would be a peaceful.
Cool. So now that you
encounter.
see that it's no disturbance, you're dismissed.
Thank you for dismissing me.
Do the walk
My
of shame. Get
job-
back to your boss, or
my-
get back to your job,
my
brother.
Job, again, this is a city police department. When I heard disturbance at the city police department, I come down here to ensure that this would be a peaceful encounter.
And you ruined it, man. You were going to be the savior. So
I didn't
this was
ruin
going
it.
to
I didn't come to be
this
the
was going to be a
savior.
perfect video of the sheriff coming down here and straightening things out, but it wasn't. It was a sheriff coming down here and looking dumber than the police officer that called the sheriff down here to begin with.
Okay.
And if it wasn't for your Second Amendment comment, you would have nothing good to say this entire time.
You're trying to serve your country by confronting police departments with a random.
It's a name, dude. Chill
I know,
out.
but it's a random.
Yep, I'm a
it's not
patriot.
scheduled. It's a random, what you call a constitutional audit.
So that's not all I do, but that is kind of what today is. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay, but that's serving your country by trying to surprise a police department or sheriff's office and walk in and go.
So you obviously don't know the purpose of it. My number one purpose.
And you just said when I post this.
My number
then
one
everybody will get to
purpose
see how
is to make
dumb
change.
somebody
Is to make change. So, for example, there are let's see, 3 towns in Arkansas that have retrained their entire police department because of me.
Okay.
And I had a lawsuit that I could have filed.
What you're telling me
Now,
right
hold on a
now is,
second.
know that you are operating on fear of lawsuits. You're actually trying to make change.
Dude, no.
by fear
Let
of
me finish my
lawsuits.
sentence for once, and you'd understand what I'm saying.
Don't get angry.
Quit interrupting me, bro.
I'm not interrupting.
I
We're
have
discussing.
3 places where I could have done lawsuits, and I chose not to. It wasn't even a hard decision. And what I wanted instead was for retraining on the police department. And guess what? That entire police department got retrained on the First and Fourth Amendment. And that's what I wanted. And I made change. And guess what? Now they do it annually or every 6 months. They just do it because I was there. And I've even gone back and talked to them after, and they openly admit, thank you for coming up here and doing that. Yes, that was a weird day, but it made a lot of good change. And now every 6 months, we train our officers on the First and Fourth Amendment and reasonable articulable suspicion and so on when we didn't before. And so now I'm saving you from lawsuits. And so I'm educating the police department or the sheriff's office. I'm educating the people in that town as well.
Well, if that was your goal, and
That is my goal.
and interrupted your goal with the police department, I apologize.
That is my goal.
Okay.
And I can show you videos where I've done that already. That's my whole goal.
If I interrupted, I didn't mean to. Like I said,
Yeah, you came in proving
I
the
came in
stupidity of the
to-
sheriff's office too.
No, I came in to ensure.
Within
that this
5
was a
seconds, you
peaceful
said.
encounter.
Within 5 seconds, you said Arkansas supersedes federal. That is the stupidest thing a sheriff could say.
Okay, you just made a generalized statement.
What did you say
Arkansas
then? You say
supersedes
it.
federal.
You say it
That's
how
what
you said it.
just said.
You say it how you
I
said it.
Arkansas Constitution.
Still wrong.
I
That's
said.
still wrong, dude. That's wrong.
And I didn't say supersedes. I said we have to abide by.
Do you want to
city,
go back?
county,
No.
and state
You said it overrules. I forget the word you used.
Constitution. Our whole job is to uphold the
The
state laws that are in
Constitution.
the statute.
Nope. What's more important than state laws? Federal laws.
Federal law doesn't supersede
It
state
absolutely.
law.
No way
That's
you just
where
said
you're
that.
wrong.
No, your best bet is just to admit you said it and to learn from it and not to lie. Because now you're a liar too.
First
It's
of all-
one thing to be wrong. It's another to lie.
You instructed me to admit when you have your video, you can sit down and play that.
I'm
back
trying to
later.
help you, dude. I'm trying to help you.
Help me what?
People like whenever you're like, dude, you don't want to know what? I overreacted. If you were like, I overreacted, I was wrong about that, and I'm actually going to go look into that. Now everyone loves you. and there's no craziness, and I'm happy.
I don't have
because now
I will research
but
everything to
but
the bitter end.
now
That's what I
but
do.
now not only were you wrong, but you're lying about being wrong, and now you're just a liar and you're
I didn't
wrong.
lie. I said you have it on video. You can sit down and review it. That's what I said.
You're trying to say you never said it.
I didn't say that. I'm not going to say I didn't say it. I'm
So-
going to say whatever you have on video.
So will you
is what
admit?
have.
Will you do this for me? Will you admit you may be wrong and that you're going to go look into
I
it?
could be wrong,
And you're
and I will research everything.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
I want you to know this, okay? I came into office in 2023. Van Buren County never had body cameras. Do you know why I got body cameras? Because I also worked at the police department and had a body camera the whole time I worked here. Body cameras prove the truth.
It saves both sides.
There you go.
Cameras prove
It
the truth,
protects-
right?
It not
Right?
only protects.
That's my.
yes,
Thank you.
Not only protects the officer and the county
Sure
or
does.
the city, it protects you, the citizens.
So you got
With every encounter.
1 point back for getting them body cams whenever they didn't have them.
We've got brand new dash cameras. This county never wanted cameras.
I noticed that, and
Yeah.
and I know they're new,
Now,
so
the
I
city
appreciate
had
that.
them, and I worked here for many years. I used cameras every day, and it kept us out of lawsuits.
That's
And
so
it protected
cameras
the citizens and the
because
departments.
cameras don't lie.
There you go. I don't know who's trying to call me.
Go ahead, dude. Go ahead.
Install. That we've done a lot.
All right.
Since I've been in office to ensure the general public
You're-
safety.
You're winning me back.
Okay.
Can I ask you one thing, and it'll really make a big difference?
Yep.
Can you demand ID just because you want to? Like, for example, right now, could you
Only
make me
if-
ID?
Only if somebody that I'm asking for their ID has committed a crime or has been suspected of committing a crime.
All right. That's another point, man. Thank you.
Because I don't need to know who you are if
All
I
right.
think you committed a crime.
You said
right?
more right things than wrong things, so you've won me back. I appreciate you answering those questions. We've calmed down a little bit. We got in each other's face. It's over. I'll shake your hand if you will.
What was the first name?
Yours, I'm
Eric.
Oh, I'm Justin.
Justin.
Yeah. Yeah. Is there anything else you need of me?
No, we're good.
I won't dismiss you. I am going to do one more little lap in that room right there. I'm obviously not going
And I
to.
will say before I leave, if
Yeah.
you want to come to the sheriff's office, we are open 24 hours a
I
day.
will be there. Well, I'll see you up there.
Okay.
All right. Thanks,
Thank you,
guys.
Justin.
See you guys.
Yep.
Thanks, Eric.
From this encounter, we learn that defending our rights isn't always easy, but with a clear understanding of the law, we can stand strong. Knowing our constitutional rights, like the right to refuse ID checks, is crucial. This story reminds us that anyone can be a protector of their freedom, as long as they know how to fight legally and intelligently.
Party, Mr. Pickett. What? This is your citation for complete public. What? The very bottom down there, there's an X on the bottom of the sheet. Can you center it there? Where? Yep. Perfect, thank you. This property, both these properties, this property and Wendy's has a trespass letter on file. They don't want people on their property unless they're conducting business in either one of the businesses, okay? So if you're not going to the stores, you can't be hanging out here, all right? All right, you're free to go. Thank you.
Chaparro, are you hungry?
Good afternoon, sir.
Are you hungry, Chaparro?
Yeah.
All right, let's go get something to eat.
Good afternoon.
Yeah.
Are you conducting business at either
I'm
one of
gonna
these
go get
businesses?
something to eat.
Because
My
we
niece.
continue to get
Yeah.
complaints about people being on this lot. So that's why I'm contacting anybody over here who's not going to the businesses. You apparently have been sitting here for some time because you've been filming me. So I'm curious as to whether or not you're going to go and buy food or you're going to sit in your car. Because if you're going
I'm
to sit in your
conducting a
car,
personal minimum audit. That's business.
hold on. I'm going to inform you that if you don't go to that business or this business, you
This
need
is
to
closed.
leave.
There's no business here.
Yes, there is. This is Big Lots.
It's closed. They closed it down how many years ago?
It's
not a bit.
It's open right now. It's Big Lots, sir. I just got a trespass letter on file from them probably 6 months ago. So I know that it's a business. So you can either exit your car and go to Wendy's, or you can go into Big Lots, but you can't loiter in the lot in your car.
And I have to do this right now just because you told me to?
Yes, or you can leave. Because it doesn't look like you're going to either one of the restaurants. I'm gonna
take my time and I'm gonna go do what I gotta do. You can't tell me to do it right now, right away like that. Nobody's trespassing me. The business haven't said anything. You can't trespass me just because you want to.
I'm telling you, they have letters on file with the Ventura Police Department telling us that if people are on their lot and they're not conducting business, they would like them to leave. So if you're not conducting business... I just told you I'm going to conduct business. Okay.
I'm going to take my time. I'm not going to rush.
Do you have an ID, sir?
I don't have to show you my ID.
Yes,
What crime did I commit? Shit. I'm going to go get food and you're over here harassing me? Just because I'm videotaping you? Come on, chaparro.
I'm advising you of trespassing at this point, so I need your ID.
I'm getting out.
No, you're not. Don't get out of the car.
Why?
Do not get out of the car.
Am I detained?
Yes, you are.
For what crime? What crime am I detained for? Just because I was recording you? I'm going to get something to eat. My niece is with me.
You just told me you weren't going to leave.
I said I'm going to get something to eat. I'm just not going to jump out of the car when you tell me to.
Okay. What's your name, sir?
I'm not giving you my name. I haven't committed a crime. I'm going to go get something to eat.
I'm telling you why you're being detained and why I'm stopping you.
I haven't committed a crime.
But you just told me that you were not going to leave.
I said I'm going to get food. I'm going to conduct business.
So you're going to do that now?
Yes.
Okay.
But I'm not going to jump out of the car right when you tell me.
Well, you were just about to jump out of the car.
Well, you told me not to get out.
I'll wait for you to get out and go into business, and then I'll verify that you're doing business.
Am I detained or am I free to go?
You're free to leave.
Then don't harass me. Yes, you are.
I'm going to every one of your
I don't. Okay, but I don't have to get out just because you're telling me to. You're not my boss, sir.
Okay, but
you're not going to make me jump out of my car just because you're telling me to.
At this point,
I'm going to get food.
At this point, if you're refusing to give me your ID because I'm detaining you for an advisement of trespass, that could be an issue for you. Now, I'm willing to just walk away and let you go get your food, but you weren't doing that. You were over here filming me, watching me do my thing. So that was not meaning you going over there and getting
is that against the law, though?
If you're not conducting, are we having the same discussion, sir, or are we having two different discussions? Okay, if you're going to go get food, that's fine.
Okay.
But there's other people that come onto this lot. All the neighbors complain about people loitering on this lot. Okay. So that's why I'm letting you know that if you're going to be here and not conducting business, you got to leave. If you're conducting business, that's great. Go conduct your business, sir. Okay. Thank you very much.
What's your name and your badge number, sir?
491. Can I help you, sir?
And what's your last name?
Prater.
Prater?
Yeah, that's right there.
Thank you for lying to me. I just talked to him. You're lying. There's no paper trespassing.
There is a trespass.
I'm going to go find a complaint with you. Just watch.
You can talk to the Ventura Police Department. There's a trespass letter for that business.
They don't have one over here. They don't. I just spoke to the managers. I got their name. They said there was no paperwork, no nothing that you guys have complaining.
But I did not lie to you. You can follow up with the Ventura Police Department.
That will. See, your attitude will completely change right now.
It's not an attitude,
sir. You came at look.
The lesson from this situation is that understanding civil rights and legal regulations is crucial. People have the right to refuse providing ID unless a law has been broken. Police must understand personal freedoms to avoid infringing on citizens' rights. Most importantly, everyone should stand up to protect their rights when necessary.
Can you get your name and badge number?
For what?
You're stepping on private property here.
Can you just take your hand out of your pocket there? I would appreciate that. Thank you. I got called on you because you said you're stealing doors off these houses.
Do you suspect me of stealing doors?
Listen, man, I'm just coming here because we were called that you stealing doors off this house. They said it's abandoned. They said you're over here stealing doors. Are you stealing doors off this house?
I'm not stealing doors.
Okay. What is your purpose to be on this property?
Changing the locks.
Okay. That is no problem.
Okay.
Do you have ID on you?
I do have ID.
Can I see it, please?
No, you can't.
How can I see it? Okay, you want to go this route. Do you work for a company?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Who is the company?
A citizen filming outside the Public Health Department in Washington Courthouse, Ohio, is threatened with arrest for trespassing. Although he insists he's on public property and exercising his right to record, tensions quickly rise as law enforcement steps in.
I mean, does it matter?
I have to prove that you have right to be here.
You suspect me of breaking the law?
It's an abandoned house, correct?
It's vacant.
Okay. Who owns the house?
Mortgage company?
The mortgage company. Who sent you over here to fix the house? If that's what you're doing.
That's confidential. My clients are my business.
Okay. How do I know that you're not stealing the doors and that you're fixing the doors?
Well, call the lady right there, investigate with her, ask her what she saw, and then come back to me. And
That's who called. Well, somebody over here called, said that you're stealing.
Well, the lady next door.
Okay. That's who called?
I suspect. I don't know.
Why did she say something to you?
Yeah, she was out here yelling and screaming. I told her call the police.
What was she yelling and screaming about?
that she didn't want me to change the locks. I told her I told you what I'm doing. I'm changing the locks. Let me open this up here.
Go for Donald. Yeah. He says he's here changing the locks. He won't provide ID. He won't tell us the name of his company. He wants to know the reason for the stop and all that. He's recording and wants to do all that good stuff. It don't even got to go that far.
I'm protecting my rights.
I know, man, but it don't even got to go that far. That's it. All I'm asking for is ID. Just help me explain like a little bit more. Like, what company are we working for? Like, who sent you over here? That's it.
Are you detaining me? Let me just go that route. Are you detaining me? So this way I know what's going on.
No, it's a vacant house. Let me go over here and talk. Is this your car, this black Tahoe, or the van? The van.
I'm stealing that door too, huh? I was stealing that door too, huh?
I don't know. Are you?
I'm not. I'm here working, so I'm gonna leave it at that.
Oh, okay.
So
I don't know why you're trying to make it so difficult.
it's not difficult. I'm protecting my rights. You want to violate my rights?
What is violating your rights? You're at an abandoned house. I don't know if you're taking a door. I don't know if you're fixing a door.
I told you what I was doing.
Okay. And I'm just supposed to take your word for that, right?
I'm not up to no good.
I don't know.
You're taking her word for it.
What am I doing? Taking her word for it?
I mean, you're obviously asking me so many questions.
Yeah, because I get called here on someone taking doors off. That's why I come here. Okay.
All right. Do you see any doors off?
That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here talking to
You investigate the door. All doors are there.
So we're trying to figure out why you are here.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter that you're on.
It doesn't matter. Are you?
It's a vacant house. It's a vacant house, correct?
Are you upholding?
Okay. It's
Listen,
a vacant house.
You're law enforcement, right? You uphold the Constitution, right? First Amendment, Fourth Amendment, Fifth Amendment. What does that look like to you?
It looks like you drilled a hole through it.
Okay. And what's the deadbolt look like right there?
Is that what you did? Did you drill a hole through it?
Goddamn right I did.
This your property, sir?
Hey, listen, don't go in there. That's
This your property, sir?
Yes, it is my property.
You anything to prove it's your property?
Mm-hmm. I don't need to prove. You got listen, you don't go in there. That's private property right there. That's not for you to go in.
Anything to prove that this is your property, sir?
Do I need to prove it's my property?
Yeah.
Why?
Can you just identify yourself and then I can verify it is your property? That's it.
How is me giving my name gonna say that that's my property?
Because I can look it up in Lake County to see if you purchased the property. It's that simple. No, man, we're good. Thank you. It's that simple.
Listen,
Are
you detaining me? Let me ask you
Yeah,
that.
right now we are. We're trying to figure out if this is your property. Okay. All you gotta do is provide ID. You say, did you buy this property or you work for a company? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I'm working right now, and you guys are wasting my time.
Well, you're wasting our time.
So I mean, you guys got me detained. I'm just gonna sit here and wait for you to do your investigation.
provide
I'm gonna
ID?
continue working. So
Will you provide ID?
I'm not gonna provide ID because I didn't break the law. This is not a stop and ID state, right? Do you think I broke in this house? Do you think I'm stealing the doors? If you don't,
You drilled the lock.
did I drill the lock?
Yeah, and you said you did. And you
Where's it? Yeah. Where's the lock drilled from?
yeah.
On the inside.
Okay.
Okay. Most people, drill the locks on the outside if they're trying to break in. Come on, man.
So who owns this property? If you don't own it, who owns it?
One of my clients.
Okay. What is their name?
I can't. I'm not going to give you my private information.
Do you have a phone number that I can call them to verify that you're allowed to be here?
Listen. I'm supposed to be here. I'm not up to no good. Nothing nefarious going on here. I'm working.
So you're not going to provide none of that?
I'm not going to provide ID. Absolutely not. I didn't break the law. Now, if I broke the law, are you asking for ID? Are you demanding ID under threat of arrest? Something like that?
No, I wanted your
Okay.
ID. I wanted your ID. So then we can call the accessor's office, find out who owns this, and see if you're.
You can still call the assessor's office, do the investigation, call the assessor's office. You have the address. Call them.
I need to know who you are so I can make sure that you're allowed to be here.
What would the assessor tell you? Assessor doesn't know what's going on.
They'll tell me the owner of the house.
Okay. And then what?
And then I contact the owner.
Okay.
And then
then do that. Do your investigation. Come back. Right. I'll be here.
So then he'll be like, yeah, I gave permission to blah, blah, blah to be here, but I don't know who you are.
Well, if they gave someone permission to be here, then it doesn't matter.
But how do I know that's you?
It doesn't matter. All right. I'm gonna continue working. So you guys do your investigation.
Okay.
I'll leave this door open for you too, huh?
Oh, thanks. Appreciate it.
That way you guys feel safe since you wanted me to take my hand out of my pocket.
Yeah, I didn't know if you got a gun or anything in there.
What? Well, what? Is it against the law to have a gun in Indiana?
No, Indiana, we love guns in Indiana.
Okay, then. I mean, you're law enforcement.
Yeah.
It's not against the law to have a gun.
No, it's not.
Okay, then. So what's the problem?
I didn't want to, if you had one in your pocket, I didn't want you to have your hand on it. That's it.
Hey, what does that mean? Yeah, I just don't understand what's going on here.
I know you don't understand. You understand exactly what's going on here.
I'm just trying to do work.
Okay. That might be. That might be.
All right. Well, let me continue on.
Yeah.
This situation highlights the importance of understanding personal freedoms and the limits of government authority. When citizens know the law, they can stand up against abuse of power. At the same time, staying calm and documenting every interaction is key to protecting oneself.